So scholarship factors, things to consider. Definitely when you're choosing schools, there are certain factors that you need to consider as well. And when it comes to scholarships, there are other factors to consider in addition to that, very similar for both domestic and international students. So one thing to look for when you're looking for scholarships is the year of study. So notice if it's an entrance scholarship or for which particular year of study that scholarship applies to. Often that's indicated in the scholarship profile on our website, and sometimes you might see all years of study, in which case everything, no matter which level of study you're at, those scholarships will apply to you. As well, you may have any other special circumstances, or something might be based on academic average, your heritage. There are scholarships based on if you are of a particular heritage, or even for location, if you're part of a particular location. I know there's a scholarship that's being, there was a scholarship administrator who called in yesterday to post a scholarship on our website for horticulture, but it was only for students located in, I don't remember the exact city, but it was only a particular city within Ontario. So that's really interesting. There are scholarships based on locations. So if you do live in a particular part of Canada, or even international, if it's an international scholarship, there are scholarships available for you there, as well as for field of study. And again, as we mentioned earlier, there are organizations that offer scholarships as well. And if you are part of that organization, or a family member is affiliated with them, there's information out there for scholarships. Okay, so a little bit about how the website is set up and how you can begin your scholarship search. So first of all, we recommend that you start by setting up your account. This will give you access to the website to view the scholarship profiles, the entire scholarship profile. So what you can do is set up an account and begin your search profile on the website. Next on the list is one of the special things about signing up for an account on the website is that you get matched with scholarships that you may be eligible for. So after you filled out the information for your scholarship search, you'll be matched up with scholarships. In this case, Chris found 90 worth over $130,000, which is really, really great. And also, one of the key points of when you get your matching scholarships, you can sort through them through this taskbar right here that my mouse is hovering over. But basically, you can sort by current, including your expired, and including scholarships without deadlines. By default, you'll see only the current scholarships, so the deadlines where the scholarships have not passed. One of the nice things about knowing expired scholarships is that often scholarships, the requirements for scholarships are the same on a year-to-year basis, and so the essay questions are very same or very similar, in which case if you look at the expired scholarship and it is offered again the following year, you can prepare for that scholarship, and that's a great way to start the process. As well, scholarships without deadlines are also there in order for you to find out what's available. They're not under the current scholarships because the thinking behind that is that current scholarships require some sort of action right now. So you want to know what sort of scholarships you need to start applying for. Okay, so in that scholarship profile, when you see your list of scholarships, one of the things to help with the process of applying for scholarships, because you may have many on your list, is to sort them by deadline, so you have an idea of which deadlines come first. I also recommend one tip to manage your deadlines. Not only can you sign up for our service, Scholarship Alerts, which sends you an email for any scholarships that where the application deadline is coming up within the next 40 days, but also to, if you happen to use Google at all, for example, if you're on Google a lot, if you're on Gmail, there are calendars that you can set up, and you can set up that calendar specifically for scholarships and make your own alert service to help you with your search. And also you can share that list if your parents are helping you out with your scholarship search. That's great, and also it can send you an email when that deadline's coming up. And it will help you plan out your entire schedule, because there may be some scholarships that have deadlines that are close to each other, and if you're applying for many, with also trying to keep your grades up at school, it can become very difficult. So having a dedicated calendar would be a great idea to organize your scholarships. Okay, so what happens when you click on a scholarship profile? So you found your matching scholarships, or maybe you did a general search on our website. When you click on the scholarship profile, this is some of the information that you will see. So if you're logged in, you can see the details section. This is a key point because this will indicate to you whether or not you qualify for this scholarship. So you can look at the level of study, field of study, and things like that. The information is all there, as well as notes and contact information. Okay, so one of the key points of contact information is if you do have any questions, perhaps about your eligibility for that scholarship, or you would like to know more information, contact the scholarship administrator. The scholarship administrators that we polled do want to hear from you and do want you to win the scholarships that are available. So if you do have any questions, feel free to give them an email or give them a call. Being proactive about your scholarship search is really important, because if you put in the work to find scholarships, then you're increasing your chances of winning one. Okay, and also what you can do is if you're searching through our website, or if you're looking through your match scholarships, there may be some that you really want to go after first, or you want to bookmark. So one way to do that is to click on My Favorites. You can find that when you look at the scholarship profile. It's right underneath the name, and on the left-hand side of your screen you'll see Add to My Favorites. And if you click on that, that will be added to your scholarship profile. As well, if you do choose to remove that scholarship from your favorites, you can also discard it as well, and you do not lose any information. This is a great way to add to your scholarship list, or to just share with, if you're sharing an account, because I do know that some parents do the scholarship search for their child who's studying at the post-secondary level. Then what they can do is go into their account and mark the ones they would like to apply to. All right, so next on the list is the different types of awards. There are different types of awards available on our website. Scholarships tend to be more academic in nature. They do not necessarily always require a high academic average or a particular mark, but if you're looking at a scholarship, usually they require some sort of essay, or sometimes academics, or certain details, like you may have to be studying at a certain field of study. But bursaries, for example, require a certain level of financial need, generally speaking. What that also means that if you apply for a bursary, usually you would have to include some sort of income statement showing your expenses and any income that you make during the school year. This information would be included with the application, so that would be available in the scholarship profile, or through your school if it's a scholarship that's attached to a school. Those are some of the different awards that are available. That's one thing to look at in the scholarship profile. As well, the other key point is the application address. So this is the URL or the website where you click on the app for application details. So usually there's a form there that you either have to fill out or download, or anything else. So that is probably one of the most important parts, other than contact information, in terms of applying for your scholarship. Okay, so when you're looking at scholarship deadlines, as I mentioned before, you can sort them based on which deadlines come first or which ones come later. Scholarships do get updated on a daily basis, and we do have editors that update our scholarship listings every year. We try to get them updated at least once a year, and there's over 24,000 scholarships, so it's a lot to go through, but we do try our best to maintain everything up to date. If you do have any questions, though, about a particular scholarship, again, feel free to contact the administrator, because they're there to help you. Okay, and also on the scholarship profile, you may notice that some of the scholarships you may be matched with have automatic consideration. So usually these belong to a school, so a college or a university, or maybe perhaps a career college, and these are entrance scholarships. These scholarships you will be considered for when you apply to the school, but again, things like academic standing, if that's what the scholarship is based on, can vary from year to year based on how many people apply to the school or for that particular program. So if you do have any questions about your eligibility for an automatic consideration scholarship, I would recommend that you contact the school for more information. They're the best person to help you with that. And also, yeah, just because the scholarship may be something you're automatically considered, we do list it on our website as information there to let you know that there is a scholarship available for you in that particular department. All right, so as I mentioned before, with the scholarship, preparing for your scholarship search and figuring out the deadlines and perhaps making a calendar for yourself, we recommend being prepared ahead of time. So one of the things when you look at your scholarship account, when you sign in and look at your matching scholarships, and you can search through the current, expired, or scholarships without deadlines, definitely note the ones that have expired because you can prepare for them in advance, and often just making a template, a simple template of all the information that you wish to have in your scholarship application is a great way to start. We do recommend that students begin their scholarship search as early as grade 10 or 11 because that will help you build up things like letters of reference, personal statements, or cover letters. Some scholarships do require this information from you, and what better way to start than to start early. And also, for those reference letters, one thing I definitely encourage is if you're asking for a reference letter from a teacher or a coach or anybody who you believe knows you on a personal level and would be a good reference for you, is to go in with a list of your accomplishments and certain areas that you wish that person would target in that reference letter. It's a great way to keep organized and also to target your reference letters for particular scholarships. This is also a great way to build up for job applications or even in some cases school applications as well, which may require some sort of reference letter or personal statement from you. So definitely be prepared. We also have a link here on our website. You'll have access to this link when you receive a copy of our presentation that basically gives you some tips on, additional tips on how to apply for scholarships. Okay, so other than matching scholarships, you may want to look at a general search. One of the benefits of a general search is that if you have heard of a scholarship that maybe for whatever reason isn't on your scholarship list or you would like to look up more information on something that you've overheard, then what you can do is do a general search for it on our website. You can sort through and filter by scholarship name, school of study, your field of study, or who the scholarship provider is. And you can search your scholarships that way as well. Okay, and as I mentioned earlier, one way to organize your scholarship search is by signing up for scholarship alerts. And you can opt in on this feature by looking at your subscriptions in your account information. And right at the bottom would be how you can receive your scholarship alerts. Okay, so I think we'll take another break right now for a poll question.